I was a loner for decades, and I was a self-sustained man, and very prideful, very arrogant, and like I said, a Pharisee. I was good at teaching things, but I wasn't good at applying them into my own life. The first time I walked into Celebrate Recovery, I was a very broken man. I was about as broken as anybody could be. I was just a crying mess. I cried continuously. Actually, I cried for the first month, if you recall, every Monday at Celebrate Recovery. I was in a position where I needed loving. I was in a position where I needed the friendship, and you and the people, the leaders at Celebrate Recovery came in there and just loved on me. And that's what I needed, and that started my healing process. Funny how God can take somebody that's full of pride, full of arrogance, and break him down, and then rebuild him without the pride and arrogance, and then have him be stronger with a proper foundation, not as pride or self as the foundation which I had. But I quit being judgmental, I quit being critical, I quit being negative, and God's love and mercy went from my head into my heart. And that, I was never like that before. I was very critical and negative, and God's done an amazing work in my life through Celebrate Recovery and Valley Real Life. A moment in my journey where I can look back and say I've changed, that happened when other people started coming up to me and telling me, Jeff, I can see the fire in your eyes. And a week later I saw somebody came up to me and said, Jeff, I can see the fire dancing in your eyes. Another person a couple weeks later came up to me and said, Jeff, the crease is gone from your forehead. This is somebody I've known for over 20 years. And I said, I didn't know I had a crease in my forehead. And she said, yes, you've had a crease in your forehead for 20 years. I've seen it. And it's gone. I can see the joy in your life. And so I guess that's when I started looking back and saying, God is doing a work in my life. It's nothing I've done. I'm just participating. I'm being a vessel. And God is doing a work in my life, putting that fire back in my life, putting that peace in my life where I never had it before, and putting the joy back in my life. And I can tell it. When I wake up in the morning, I have a bright future ahead of me instead of just a gray cloud hanging over me like I used to. And it's absolutely a wonderful life here at Valley Real Life and Celebrate Recovery.